Have you ever felt that FOMO every time Apple announces a new iPhone? Well, the iPhone 17 is just around the corner, and people are already calling it the most futuristic, the thinnest, and possibly even the most expensive iPhone ever made. But hold on, before you jump on the hype train, start saving up, or even sell your current phone just to get the iPhone 17. There's something important no one's really talking about. Why the iPhone 16 might actually be the smartest iPhone to buy right now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you for a few minutes about why you should seriously consider the iPhone 16 before making any upgrade plans. And at the end of this video, I'll share one surprising fact that might make you rethink your decision to upgrade. So, I've been using the iPhone 16 Plus for the past few months. Design-wise, nothing drastically different. It still looks a lot like the iPhone 15 Pro. But there's one major addition, the new camera control button. This button lets you instantly launch the camera and access Apple's newest AI features. Another refreshing change? The rear camera layout is now vertical instead of diagonal like in previous models. Personally, I think this design is much more efficient and space-saving. Some say it makes the iPhone look a bit more like Android phones, but I see it as a positive move. And the color options? Actually pretty cool. You've got ultramarine, blue, teal, green, pink, white, black. The size of the iPhone 16 Plus feels just right in hand. It weighs 199 grams and is 7.8 millimeters thick. But what really impressed me was the feel. Seriously, it's a game changer. Apple finally made full use of titanium, making it lighter than previous generations. Now, let's talk about the display. It's insane. Apple boosted the brightness up to 2000 nits. Trust me, this is one of the best-looking screens I've ever seen. It's a 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR OLED panel, 2796 by 1290 resolution, approximately 460 pixels per inch, HDR10, and Dolby Vision support. Watching Netflix, YouTube, or TikTok? Everything looks vibrant, rich, and cinematic. But here's one thing that did disappoint me at first. The refresh rate is still stuck at 60 Hz. While most other brands now offer 120 Hz even on mid-range phones, Apple's sticking with this standard panel. So yeah, scrolling through Instagram or TikTok doesn't feel as smooth. But then it hit me. Because I wasn't distracted by fancy visuals, I started appreciating the performance and software optimization even more. And thanks to that lower refresh rate, battery life is outstanding. I can go a full day without needing a power bank. Now about the chip. This is big. The iPhone 16 Plus is the first non-Pro iPhone to get the latest generation chip. Usually, the non-Pro models get last year's chip. But this time, Apple gave the iPhone 16 Plus the A18 chip, same as the Pro models, though the Pro version is slightly enhanced. The biggest difference lies in the GPU, but for daily use, you won't notice it much. Gaming? It's smooth as butter. It even has 8 GB RAM, just like the Pro variants. So if you were worried about RAM in a non-Pro iPhone, don't be. I tested it side by side with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and in some benchmarks, the iPhone 16 Plus actually came out ahead. This is a non-Pro iPhone, by the way. Why the sudden generosity from Apple? Simple. They're prepping for Apple Intelligence, their new generation of on-device AI. And AI needs power, both in chip and RAM. That's also why the iPhone 15 non-Pro models won't get the AI updates. They only have 6 GB RAM and run on the older A16 chip. So if you're still eyeing the iPhone 15, think again. Only the Pro series gets Apple Intelligence. My guess? The iPhone 17 non-Pro models will likely use the same chip as the iPhone 16. Apple tends to follow that pattern. What do you guys think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Speaking of Apple Intelligence, it comes with some exciting features. Cleanup, similar to Android's AI Erase, lets you remove unwanted objects from photos. Just tap or circle them. Siri has been improved too. You can now activate it by just saying Siri. No need for Hey Siri anymore. Or trigger it via the side button or a double tap on the lower side. Image Playground lets you generate images, kind of like using GPT. Visual Intelligence allows quick lookups through the camera, pulling info from GPT or Google Image. And performance. Don't even worry. Editing 4K videos, playing heavy games like Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, or Zenless Zone Zero, it all runs smoothly. Even AAA titles from the App Store, no problem. Now let's get into the camera. 48 megapixel main plus 12 megapixel ultra-wide. Shoots 4K 60 frames per second HDR. I compared it to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and honestly, the results are quite close. Only when you zoom past 2x does the Pro's superiority show. Low light performance? Nearly identical except for a slight drop in ultra-wide quality. There's also a new photographic style feature. Customize color and tone presets before taking a shot. But Apple keeps skin tones and facial details natural using semantic rendering. Sadly, this feature isn't available for video yet. Front camera? Solid. 12 megapixels with autofocus, supports 4K 60 frames per second with Dolby Vision. It also has noise reduction features during and after recording. A great bonus for content creators. And now, battery life. The iPhone 16 Plus has Apple's longest-lasting battery ever. They claim up to 27 hours of continuous video playback. It packs around 4,674 mAh, a massive size for an iPhone. Even better than the more expensive iPhone 16 Pro. The A18 chip's 3nm process makes power usage incredibly efficient. Game for hours, record in 4K, it still sips power. Charging, fast. 0 to 50% in 30 minutes with USB-C power delivery. You also get next-gen Qi 2 wireless charging and even reverse charging to juice up your AirPods directly from your iPhone. But of course, this is still an iPhone. There are a few downsides. First, no charger included. Apple says it's for the environment, but let's be honest, it's more about their bottom line. Second, low power mode on iPhone doesn't match Android's extreme battery saver. On Android, you can activate ultra power saving modes. On iPhone, just low power mode, and it's not that effective. Lastly, if you're gaming while charging, the back gets noticeably warm. Not overheating, but warm enough to be uncomfortable after a while. Here's the kicker. In some countries, the iPhone 16 is actually outselling the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Why? Because more and more people are realizing they don't need the most expensive phone. They just need the most sensible one. And the iPhone 16 is that phone. It's not flashy. It's not overkill. It's stable, reliable, and built to last. This is the iPhone that's not asking you to go faster. It's inviting you to go further. Final thoughts? Maybe the iPhone 17 will come with a bold new design, haptic buttons, and upgraded cameras. But don't let that distract you from the fact that the iPhone 16 might just be the best-kept secret Apple has ever had. Sometimes the average version is actually the smartest choice. Not everything great needs to be flashy, especially when you realize this. Over 60% of new iPhone buyers in 2025 are choosing the iPhone 16 over the Pro models. And that's not a coincidence. And hey, if you're thinking the iPhone 17 will fix everything the iPhone 16 lacks, you might be right. But what if Apple actually